On today's show, Amazon announced a new surprise product called Echo, but will you use it?
Jimmy Kimmel found a way to host 2 different shows at the same time on different sides of the United States. No planes involved.
That's crazy.
I'll get to it.
Also, a high-tech ballet shoe might pave the way for better high-performance athletes.
Okay.
But really, Jimmy Kimmel on both coasts with a hologram in the conservatory with a candlestick. It's Tomorrow Daily. Greetings, citizens of the internet. Welcome to Tomorrow Daily, the best geek talk show in the known universe. I got a Clue reference in.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Professor Mustard.
Colonel Mustard. Professor Plum.
Sorry.
Clue was one of my favorite games as a kid. So I'm your host, Ashley Skella. Joining me as always, Kill Anonymous.
That's a really boring game as a kid.
Oh, I loved it. I love logic
puzzles. Oh, that's
puzzles.
right. You were
I was a weirdo.
You're super duper nerdy in like a really great way.
A super weird kid. All right, so we're just going to jump right in because this has been a really weird kind of day for technology, but in a good way, like just weird. So let's hit the headlines. So this morning, Amazon announced a surprise product that nobody was really expecting, kind of came out of nowhere, called Echo. And I mean, we've seen Kindle Fire, we've seen their tablets, their Fire phone, which didn't sell very well. But now we're seeing this sort of new product, which I find terribly fascinating. And I'm dying to know if you guys are interested in this. This is Echo, and if you're just listening, it is what looks like a tube. It's
like a Pringles can.
It looks like a Pringles can, and it's actually about the size of a Pringles can. It's 9.5, almost 9.5 inches tall. It is a voice-activated, cloud-connected speaker.
Ooh.
So it's a 360-degree speaker, which is cool. You can listen to music on it. You can push music from your phone to the device. But the real cool thing about Echo is, as I mentioned, it is cloud-connected and voice-activated. So if you use the word Alexa, it alerts the Echo to the fact that you are talking to it. And it will answer questions for you, do things for you that you would request. So, for example, in this video, we see many different use cases of this family. The guy is like, hey, you know, the alarm goes off and he says, it's Saturday. And then she goes, Alexa, what day is it? And she says, it's Thursday. So, so then he gets up. So here's the dad and the family pushing music over to the device. But you can ask it a bunch of questions. You can ask it in the video. They ask, oh, how do you spell cantaloupe, Alexa? You can do Wikipedia entries. I know he asks, how tall is Mount Everest in this video? Music streaming, shopping lists. So if you say, add this to my shopping list, Echo will add that to your shopping list, which is pretty cool. It's not out yet, but it will be very soon. It's $199 to buy. But if you're a Prime member, and here's the crazy thing, if you're a Prime member, you get $100 off. You get it for $99.
$100?
$99. You can, it's invitation only to buy it. So you have to request an invitation to buy it. They want to see. I guarantee this is a test bed. It's like how popular it's going to be.
How many people will buy it?
How many people will buy it?
Surge, yeah.
I think after the, I think they got a little too confident with the Fire phone, and it didn't really sell that well. So now I think they're taking a more conservative approach to getting these products out. But yeah, so $99 for Prime members, and really, like for a Prime member, this is sort of a thing that you might want. And I foresee in the future, and this is my prediction, that if this sells very well, we are going to see the ability to say, Alexa, ship me Wreck-It Ralph on Blu-ray. And then it automatically orders it from your Amazon account, ships it to your house. Like, you don't have to even deal with Amazon.
Oh, that's dangerous.
That is very dangerous. Or maybe it's just add blah, blah, blah to my cart. And then the next time you open it on your phone, you can then check out.
This is the coolest tech that Amazon's had since, like, what, the Kindle Fire or whatever, right?
Yeah, I think this is really interesting. I know that a lot of people will probably be nervous, though, about the fact that it's always listening. So it's always listening for you to activate it. Like, so it still has to be listening, even though you haven't activated it with the term Alexa. But it's very similar to, like, Siri, Google Now, like, OK Google.
Yeah, OK Google.
But it's always listening for that OK Google. So I think that's a thing that people are still, maybe regular consumers might be a little nervous about. But other than
like
that,
conspiracy theorists?
Yes. We have to get our tin.
Alexa's listening to you. Like,
Alexa, ship me a tinfoil hat. How do I make a tinfoil hat?
The fluoride in the water. It's like, no,
yeah,
come on.
It's a
This
trade-off.
is awesome. $100?
$100. So that's what they're doing with it. I thought it was really fascinating. I think this really competes with a lot of the little $100 sort of speakers that you see.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'd like to hear the sound test for sure, though.
Yeah, and it's 350 or 360 degree sound, and you're going to be able to also use streaming services. They have a few streaming services like iHeartRadio signed up for this, so you can say like, Alexa, play rock music is what they do in the video, and then she just starts playing rock music.
Cool.
So yeah, it's kind of neat.
$100, yeah.
$100 if you're a Prime member. I mean, here's the thing. If you're not a Prime member, what is it? It's like $100 now to be a Prime member. So you pay that. You'd pay full price, but you get a free Prime membership if you think about it that way. You should be a Prime member anyway.
If you're not. When you're born, they give you a Prime membership.
That's pretty true. So. Yeah, I think now if you're born in an Amazon fulfillment facility, you get a free lifetime.
Yep. Sometimes you get your
Prime
born
membership.
In there.
Yeah, sometimes people just have babies in there. It's weird. They don't ever let them out.
Oh, no.
Tell me about Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay, so some really cool tech was used on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and basically it was hologram. Have you seen that Tupac hologram?
Who hasn't seen Tupac as a hologram?
Yeah, but they took it to the next level because not only did the first level was they projected him to Nashville.
Okay, so this is Nashville.
Yes.
Oh, look, there he is. He popped up like magic. He exploded.
He's
right
just,
in the middle.
It's just him standing, and it looks perfect. And this was at the CMA Theater, and he even brought on Guillermo, his little sidekick.
Well, you got to have a Guillermo as a sidekick, of course.
So, and this is while he's hosting his live show.
Here in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. Here in Los Angeles, and then they sent it to Nashville. And then, during his show, later on his show, they projected a band that was at CMA to his theater, as well as Casey Musgraves, where he interviewed her on stage. So here's his stage in Los Angeles, and these other people were in Nashville.
That's the outdoor stage.
Yep, and
so
they projected
they could even do this outside.
Other way. This is all done by Hologram USA.
Whoa. Look, there's Casey Musgraves.
And all her legs.
So much legs.
So yeah, so this I love hologram technology.
I do too.
They've done it with the Gorillas at I think it was the American Music Awards. It's always really fun. Obviously they're goofing around with it in this video, but they want to do some interesting things. They want to get dead celebrities and musicians and stuff like that, project them onto stage for concerts, for like 90-minute concerts, like Tupac.
I feel like I heard about this when they were saying something about wanting to get the rights. This Hologram USA company wanted the rights, like Frank Sinatra and stuff, and they wanted to do these like sort of specials where they were like 90-minute sort of things that people could either watch or like they could attend. That would be like Elvis and stuff. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
I'm so skeptical if I would do that. I'm so skeptical if I would do that. I don't know. If you guys are watching in the comments, would you do that? And who would it be for?
No, that is in fact the hashtag of the day. It is hashtag TDDeadHolo.
Yeah.
And the question is, what dead celebrity would you want to see resurrected via hologram? Who would it be? For me, oh gosh, I would say, well, it's really hard. I think I'd want to see the Beatles performing, but with a live Paul McCartney and Ringo. But then you have George Harrison. And
mine was also Beatles.
Or Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, Hendrix. Or just anybody from that era, honestly. Jim Croce, I go see Jim Croce. Wow, that's a really weird one.
That's a crazy reference. I like that you pulled that one out.
Mm-hmm. Janis Joplin, that's one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, she's going crazy on
Elvis.
stage.
Elvis would be amazing.
Good,
I mean, there's like so many really great. Oh, you could watch. There's
Alice
so
in Chains.
Yeah.
You could see. Not Disturbed. What's the one? Drowning Pools.
Drowning Pool. We could bring back Drowning Pool, you guys.
So I can perform that one song and then
Sublime. We could bring back Sublime.
Sublime.
Get rid of that Rome guy.
One, yeah. Oh, Nirvana.
Oh, we could finally have a real
and
Nirvana. And
David Grohl would be on the drums.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they still have Pat Smear and Chris Novoselic. They're still around. They're playing with Foo Fighters like every now and again.
Kurt Cobain,
just gotta get Kurt back. But that's really awesome. That's really cool. So that's your hashtag of the day. Hashtag TDDeadHolo is your hashtag.
Croce. What did I say? I like Jim.
Hey, I had a Clue reference, so now we're even.
Okay.
All right. Our third story today is I found very interesting. I don't necessarily go to the ballet very often, but I saw this video and I thought it was pretty neat. I know it is a shame, I'm so uncultured. This is called E-Traces. And so here is a ballerina, and she's putting on some pointe shoes. And this technology allows the dancer to track their movements through visual translation. So what's happening is, it works with LilyPad Arduino technology. So this video that they made is a little bit more of an artistic sort of representation of what you would be seeing. But you can see in the video like the swoops of like her movement. So what it does is it uses Arduino. You attach it to the point shoes. So here's the technology
so
there.
It's in the shoe already, or you use your own shoes?
I believe these ones are. I think they're either custom made or like the ribbon is custom made. Like so, it's sewn in. Like you can't just like pop it on there. But it is generally, I would imagine you could convert a pair of point shoes to these. So it sends that data as the dancer moves around. It tracks pressure and movement and then translates that data into pictures. And then the dancer can export that image as a video, those images as a video. So you can see exactly where your feet are, your positioning, where you're putting your weight, things like that. For me, I saw this and I thought that it would be really awesome for athletes. If anything that involves very intricate footwork, this would be a really cool thing to sort of find out, like, hey, like for example, I had ACL surgery when I was 16. I blew out my ACL because I wasn't landing on both feet at the same time. And for me, like, I would have loved to have known I was doing that so that I could have stopped doing that. But the thing is like, this is really cool, and for me, there are a lot of doors it could open for professional athletes, dancers, people who are learning to dance. So maybe it's like, oh, hey, like here's a comparison of your foxtrot or whatever to a professional dancer's foxtrot. And you can see where your mistakes are, what's different about their steps versus yours. So I just thought that was really neat.
Yeah, perfect your craft.
Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
Kale, you
Yeah,
can finally perfect your electric slide.
I got that in the moonwalk, so I'm working
Got that
on
down?
those.
You
Yeah,
good?
I gotta get that good. Yeah. And Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh, who doesn't love dancing to Cotton Eye
Repertoire
Joe?
is
Really? Well,
really
that's
lacking.
broad. That's pretty broad.
That's pretty broad. I'm all over the map.
good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's our third news story. We will be right back. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with another round of Into It, having to do with this delightful little friend here, and then of course your user feedback and our phone toggle for the day. So don't click away. It's Tomorrow Daily. Welcome back to the show. It's Tomorrow Daily. Every week on Thursday, before we release you out into the world to be miscreants or whatever it is that you're doing.
They love being miscreants.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we do too, to be fair. Yeah. But every week before we do that, we like to tell you guys what we as individuals are obsessing about, and so this is Into It. Kale, what are you into this week?
Okay.
What can people check out?
This is an oldie, but it's a goodie, and I've known about it since YouTube. I really like DIY channels, and I really like channels where people show you how to do things for less.
I do like that.
That are like, you know, hey, oh look, I want to bust through a wall, but I don't have Hollywood budget.
Right.
This is called Indie Mogul. Now, it is now a dead channel, but they have a back catalog that goes for like 3 years.
Forever.
And they basically teach you as a novice filmmaker, an indie filmmaker, how to do some stuff that you couldn't otherwise do. So they teach you how to use like pipes or, you know, specific lenses and just basically really anything. They teach you how to make props. They teach you how to use your camera better. Just a ton of stuff. Anything you would want to do with special effects. Horror films, again, like the bust through the wall. But one of my favorite segments that they do is they're like, oh, okay, so let's say we want to build like a laser gun, like a prop laser gun. They have this wheel, and it's like a challenge thing. They spin it, and it lands on a specific price. They'll have prices all over it. So it'll be like $5, $100.
And a trip to Tahiti, but they never hit that.
Bankruptcy.
Yeah.
So they spin it, and then it'll land on, say, $5, and then they have to build it for $5. And then they always do it.
Like that.
So it just shows you that with any budget, you could build something. So it's a really positive channel.
Ingenuity.
You can learn new stuff. You can
awesome.
You can go on there and search for a specific type of thing. Like I did the other day, I did like steady mounts.
Yeah.
I looked that up, and then I looked up different lenses, and they showed you how to make a lens that, like, instead of a telescopic lens, they taught you how to make one from scratch.
Oh, wow.
It's really cool.
Now I want to go check that out.
It's
Indie
defunct
Mogul.
now, but it was
Still.
in 2013. But it's really cool. They've done practically everything at this point. So
I really like that.
yeah,
That's
check it
awesome.
out. Yeah, I
Cool.
love DIY stuff. So
That is pretty awesome.
fun stuff.
Okay.
So your turn.
Obviously,
what are you into?
guys, I'm excited. I've got my Murloc. I'm ready. Kale's dropping his phone. He's
Because
so
I'm mad.
excited.
I'm mad.
Guys, it's time for BlizzCon 2014. I'm not messing around anymore, okay? So it's at the Anaheim Convention Center. I'm going. I bought my ticket. I bought my ticket. I paid my money. I'm going to BlizzCon as an attendee. I don't even have a press badge. I just go because I'm a nerd.
What a
Because I'm a nerd. And no, I'm really excited. There's going to be, obviously, Diablo 3 is going to be there, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone. My favorite part of BlizzCon
God,
is
those costumes.
the cosplay is amazing. That's
Yeah.
always a favorite of mine.
They got a contest, and it's always amazing.
They do, and it lasts for like 3 hours. That's the crazy thing, is it lasts forever.
And they have to do like dances and stuff like that. People
They
get
stopped
really
doing.
into it.
Oh my god, they stopped doing the dancing because I was there. I was there at the year. Yeah, this is my Murloc hat. I was there the year that the kid came out to do the undead like headbanger dance, and he broke his leg on stage. Like he was jumping up and down and just like snapped his leg. Like obviously did not get enough calcium.
What a noob.
Super noob. Level 1 undead warlock, obviously.
There's always something cool that comes out
He
of
broke his leg,
BlizzCon.
so they stopped doing the dance competition, but they still do the cosplay, and it's still ridiculously good. And they also stopped doing the voiceover, the voice-alikes, where people would come out and do quotes, like, and they'd pretend to be a character.
Why?
Because everybody came out trying to do, like, you know, like 4 different characters. And the other thing was it was really boring, and it took like an hour to get through everybody, and everybody just was over it.
Yeah.
But it should be really fun. Nerdist apparently is like taking over. Like they're doing a bunch of stuff. I think Chris Hardwick is the one hosting the costume contest this year, which is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, nice. That'll be entertaining.
Yeah, that'll be really fun. And then, but
Chris
my
Hardwick's everywhere.
I know he is.
In case you didn't notice.
And not as a hologram, which is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
But no, my favorite thing about BlizzCon is always 2 things. One, the heroic raids. Because you always get to see raids that you're never going to see otherwise. They always bring out the best top 2, the top Alliance and Horde raid guilds in the world. Like I think last year was Method, and I don't remember the name of the other one. And then it's a competition. They got to get through all 5 bosses, 5 heroic raid bosses, 25-man heroic raid.
Huh.
So it's pretty fun. I love watching it. And then the other thing that I really like watching is the StarCraft 2 finals, which is super intense.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on because I can't think that fast.
Zergrash.
It is hardcore. Like those guys are crazy good at StarCraft, and I've played StarCraft and I enjoy it, but I can't play it like that.
Yeah, no.
It's unreal.
That'd have to be your
But I
life.
love watching it. I
Yeah.
love watching it. And I love the play-by-play commentary. Like, that's my Super Bowl. Like, that's the sports event that I like to see every year. So I'm really excited.
And also Metallica's performing.
Metallica! I'm excited about that, too.
They put on a great
really
show.
good. They
There's
do.
always really good concerts at BlizzCon.
Really,
so.
really good. Except for last year was Blink-182. But before
Was
that, it
it?
was Tenacious D and the Foo Fighters. Like, Ozzy played one year.
Blink-182.
Yeah, it was Blink. I didn't stay for that. I immediately went out. Actually, no, I spent time. I think I was playing Reaper of Souls. I stayed in and just got in line and got to play all the games that I had missed.
I don't have anything particularly against Blink-182. It just doesn't make sense. That's
Yeah,
all
it was
I'm
a little
saying.
weird.
Metallica.
No, Metallica makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was I'm BlizzCon. That's what I'm into. All right,
Okay. Wait, are you gonna dress up?
No, I don't dress up in cosplay, but I will be there. So if you see me, don't be afraid to stop me and ask for a picture or whatever. If you want one, I mean, like, don't do that if you don't want a picture with me because that would be awkward and weird. I don't want to force you. Okay, it's time for user feedback. I blathered on about BlizzCon. Sorry, it's like my vacation every year.
We're
I get
gonna
to go do
cut
my
and you're
fun
gonna
stuff.
keep going.
I know. Okay, so user feedback. We asked you guys yesterday to use the hashtag TDTrash to tell us what game you would throw into a landfill and forget about forever. And you guys rose to the occasion. Games I have not remembered in years and years and years. Lionel wrote to us, though, and said, if Flappy Bird counts, definitely let that decay in the ground. Please.
Yeah.
Please, with a crying, sad face.
They have arcade cabinets of that in arcades. You can play it for $1, even though it's free on your phone.
I'm very upset by
You're
that.
dumb if you play that.
That's disturbing.
Super dumb.
Jordan wrote to us and said, Farmville, Candy Crush, and every other Facebook game, stop the requests forever.
There you go. Those free-to-plays.
Those FTP.
Yep.
Hopefully you saw the freemium episode of South Park because
yeah.
it was amazing. Jesus writes to us and says, not safe for work choice, Custer's Revenge for the 2600. My dad bought it back in the day, still have the cart. Hashtag throw it into the sun.
Oh, no.
Love that. Love that.
That's a great one.
Man, I forgot about
and
that game.
And super offensive.
Super offensive.
Yeah, incredibly offensive.
Joseph wrote to us and said, Connectimals should be buried and forgotten forever because I don't even know how to spell the dang game. It should be forgotten. I agree.
There's two N's and never mind.
I have so many.
I know you didn't have it, but someone on the YouTube comments, I don't remember all of them, but one person said the Call of Duty games.
They're doing it to, I think, troll you.
Trying to troll.
Maybe he just really doesn't like war games.
Bury most of them. There's some good ones. So I'm not going to get into it.
Black Ops is pretty good.
And so is Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2. Cough, cough. Okay. It is now time for our very final piece of user feedback, which is always our photographer of the day.
Do you think any photographers are going to go to Blizzcon?
If you do, take a picture.
Take a picture.
If you go to Blizzcon, take a picture and send it to the show. Okay, so our photographer of the day today is Ditaman S. He says, I took this in February while snowboarding at Whistler Blackcomb in Canada. Took this with either my iPhone 4S or 5S. Not sure which of the two I took it with. Maybe upgraded around that time. Couldn't remember. But yeah, I love that. They got the snowboard tracks in there. It's like, I just think that's really cool.
Yeah,
it's like the sun beating down.
It looks a little magical.
Yeah, it looks really fun. I have no idea how to snowboard. I couldn't begin to tell you how, but that looks pretty cool.
I would take parts of your body if you.
Well, yeah, I would take an inner tube and I would ride it down that hill.
You can't stop. You just keep going.
Just keep going. Yeah. Get a little sled. Whee.
But that's great. It's being able to know that, like, because he went down the hill and then he looked.
He made it look back.
Yeah, that's something.
You know what? There's some triumph in that picture that I think we're getting.
Well, there wasn't that many tracks, so you know that he was kind of up there by himself. Just,
and he was like carving up powder. Yeah. Is that what they call it?
We're not cool enough to know.
It's cool in the literal sense of the word because there is never snow here. There's never snow. You have to drive like at least a couple hours to get to snow in Southern California.
I'm okay with that.
I'm mostly okay with that.
I'm like a California dude.
I know, me too. Me too. I'm
a
California dude.
What about you, Merlock? Don't know what that means.
I agree. Okay. All right, everybody. If you want to send in your photography, you can email us. You can also send us your hashtag of the day to tomorrow@cnet.com. Send us a link to your picture because it makes it easier for everybody involved. And also, you can find us on social media. We're Tomorrow Daily on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tomorrow Daily TV on Google+.
And subscribe yourself. If you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe, and we do this daily, so you'll get your news daily instead of just being your friends are just like, hey, did you know they're making muscles for robots?
Yeah, see, you're going to be that guy.
Yeah, you'll be that guy at a party.
He's like, hey, did you hear Jimmy Kimmel did this crazy hologram thing, or they're making muscles for robots, or hey.
I talked about the jewelry thing, the light up jewelry at a party the other day.
It's a good icebreaker.
I had the crowd at my fingertips, but I forgot like half the story, so.
So then you said, you know what, if you want to hear more about
subscribe to Tomorrow Daily.
You can subscribe to Tomorrow Daily, or you can just go to tomorrowdaily.com and you can watch the show from the comfort of your own home. It's very
lots of different places. If you want to find either of us on our social networks talking about pop culture and all the stuff, we can keep up to date. You are at?
I'm at Ashley Esqueda.
And I am at?
KL Anonymous.
So there you go. You'll probably be updating for Blizzcon.
Oh yeah, all over social media.
You want to follow her and do
that?
And I'll be posting my sorrows, like me with a can of whipped cream, crying in the shower,
perfect.
spraying in my mouth. So.
Kale might make an appearance at Blizzcon.
I know.
We'll see.
She might be able to get me in. So
we're gonna work on it.
Okay.
We might be able to. I don't know.
We'll see. A picture of you holding me in your arms.
Maybe
like
somebody can't go. Maybe like a friend of mine can't go, and then you could go.
Die mysteriously.
Oh, mysteriously. I don't think it would be mysterious at all. But on that note, on that dark note, we are done for the week. We are out of here. We will be back on Monday with a brand new slate of weird, wonderful technology and geek pop culture news. But until then, you guys have a great weekend. Be good humans. Get the flu shot. Say hi to Bill Paxton for us. I don't know. There's like a lot of different things. Murloc, take us out.